Alrighty, Titans fans. Today I have a response video for our beloved offensive coordinator Terry Robisieke's interview. A lot of you have probably already seen it. If you haven't, I'll have that linked in the description box below, as well as my Twitter. If you're not following me yet, you can follow me there. But and when I said beloved, that was sarcasm there. Last week I joined Ryan. He's the host of the Two Toned Uncensored podcast. That episode will probably be out this coming up week, and I'll quote myself on there. I don't know any Titans fans who's a fan of Terry Robiskie, and we even talked about some coaches even on this coaching staff who would be a better fit at offensive coordinator than Terry Robiskie, and I feel like I'm pretty well known in the Titans community. I feel like I know a lot of you. So moving on in his interview, the interview was supposed to be about his coaching philosophy. So they talk about how what he sees when he's up in the box and how he goes about his play calling, and he was talking about how he's seen big holes open up in the run game, but they'd only gain 2 or 3 yards on the carry. And they asked him, well, is that the running back not taking advantage of the opportunity? And he said, no, it's everybody not doing their job. And then they asked him, well, are the holes closing up too quickly? Is that what you're meaning? And he said, well, I don't know what you're talking about. There's not always a crease there. And then he talks about how Mike Mularkey get on his butt and ask him why he keeps calling the same play over and over and over again. And he said his coaching philosophy is call it till it works. And he brought up reference to the Indianapolis Colts game the last time we played them, how that 72-yard run by Derrick Henry there at the end, that was a play that he had called 3 times to the left and 3 or 4 times to the right. And that 72-yard run is finally when it worked off. And that's kind of how his coaching style is, do it till it works. But that run came in garbage time. We were just looking to run out the clock. The Colts wasn't going to come back at that point. At that point, the game was over. The only thing that was left to do was finish the clock off. And I don't think the Colts were really trying all that hard. I mean, of course, you're going to play till the end of the game, but they was just kind of beaten and down on themselves at the point, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I want to congratulate Mike Mularkey. They talked about how Mike Mularkey has been on his butt, and he said Mike Mularkey would call him and holler at him. And Jim White said, or I believe it was Jim White of the Tennessee Titans. He's the guy who they give all the news to, and then he gives it to us, of course. And he asked him, I believe it was Jim White, but he asked him, he's known Mike Mularkey for a long time. They go way back. Do they still have those types of employee boss conversations like that? And Robiskie said, conversations? I didn't say nothing about a conversations. He calls me, I answer the phone, and he yells at me, and I just say, yes, sir, I got you. So congratulations on Mike Mularkey for that, because there is a lot, and I mean a lot of Titans fans who've been calling for Terry Robiskie's head since last season. A lot of us are not, we've never coached football. Yes, we've played, but we're smart enough to look at something and say, hey, this ain't working. We need to go to something else. Or, hey, that was a dumb play call. Look at what we done. You know they was going to stop that and all this other stuff. And he keeps continuously calling it and calling it and calling it. So congratulate Mike Mularkey on getting on his butt and asking him why he's doing that. And hopefully this is a sign that during the offseason, he will be relieved of his duties. But then he goes on to talk about how he used to work with Norv Turner and how Norv Turner was a great play caller and how Norv Turner believed that if a play works, you better whenever you call a play, it better work, because you don't want to call it again because they're going to make their adjustments to it and they're going to stop it. That's what Norv Turner believed. And he said Mike Mularkey believes in a play calling similar to that. And he said that's the difference in great play callers and not. So basically, he's talking about how this guy's a great play caller, this guy's a great play caller, but I'm going in a different direction and I'm going to do my own thing. So I don't know what his deal is. And at one point, he's talking about how he sees a big crease or a big hole. And the next point, he's talking about, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I never seen nothing. He talks about how he seen it up in the box and everything. So he just doesn't really fit our system. I'll let you listen to the podcast for the whole interview or the whole conversation that me and Ryan had about that. So you can check that out on Podbean or iTunes. It's two-toned uncensored. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Also, that interview will be linked in the description box below if you need a good laugh, or if you're like me and you just kind of want an explanation as to what's going on. That's why I clicked on the video. I want to know what's going on. Why is he calling these plays like he's doing? And it's just because I don't know. He just does it because he wants to do it, I guess. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Tighten up. I have some scouting reports coming out on the channel. Linebackers will be out later today. Wide receivers will probably be out Monday or Tuesday. Next week, I have a full 2-round NFL mock draft coming out. So if you want a mock draft from somebody who's actually scouting players and looking at them and making sure they're passing the eye test on his own, instead of guys who are just going and looking at what this person says and this person says and this person says and this person says, and then just trying to find some kind of middle ground. If you want a mock draft from somebody who's actually looking and actually scouting these guys, come back, check me out, hit the subscribe button, give me a like. I really appreciate those. I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.